Tonight on Lies of the Orange Era, Trump teases a mystery announcement like he's hosting Wheel of Fascism. Stephen Miller openly admits they're looking into suspending the law. Jeanine Pyro moves from screaming on Fox to screaming in the government. And Trump gets handed a $400 million luxury jet with 9 bathrooms. Because, apparently, the only thing heavier than Trump's legal baggage is his bladder. And, cherry on top, Trump coins a word that's already existed for 400 years. Let's dive into the sludge. Trump saunters up to a podium, chest puffed out like a prize turkey, and announces that he will be making an announcement.
A very, very big announcement to make, like as big as it gets, and I won't tell you on what.
Sometime Thursday, maybe Friday, or Monday if they don't leave. Oh my God, is this government or sweeps week on basic cable? At this rate, it'll be another terrible thing he reverses in a month and calls a historic win. Nobody retreats better than me. This was the strongest collapse anyone's ever seen. And Stephen Miller, looking like a sentient bottle of formaldehyde, goes on Fox and says, we're looking at suspending certain legal frameworks to ensure swift executive action. Let's go to the tape.
Of the land, that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So I would say that's an option we're actively looking at. Look, a lot of it depends.
Translation, we're planning crimes, but faster. It's not a coup, it's just a fast pass at Disney World for authoritarianism. Skip the courts, skip the Constitution, go straight to go, and collect a dictatorship. Stephen Miller admitting to crimes that they're planning later is honestly the most transparent thing this administration has ever done. Fun constitutional fact, the last time a president suspended habeas corpus was Abraham Lincoln during an actual civil war with Confederate cannons pointed at D.C. Today's reason? Feeling moody. Good news, America. Judge Jeanine Pyro, the woman who once ranted about canceling Christmas so aggressively on Fox News, you thought she might try to impeach a Christmas tree, is now getting a major government job because nothing says responsible governance like hiring a woman who makes Santa Claus seem like Antifa operative. Meanwhile, Trump's presidential library is getting a generous donation, a $400 million custom Boeing 747-8 and the most luxurious plane in the sky, 9 bathrooms, gold fixtures, and a full-time syrup swapper to keep the Diet Coke fountain flowing at high pressure. And it's being gifted by Qatar, the ally who's also buddy-buddy with Iran and China. Of course, officially, it's being donated to the Trump Presidential Center, which doesn't exist yet. At this point, Trump's library isn't a building, it's just a $400 million plane parked behind a Waffle House. There's not going to be any books, there's not going to be any exhibits, just a plane leaking Diet Coke and classified documents onto the asphalt. Exactly how the founders envisioned it. And in other fairy tales, Trump promised that drug prices would fall 30 to 90% immediately, maybe more. Just sign a napkin and poof, $8 insulin for everybody. He literally said, other countries are going to pay more, we're going to pay much, much less. Well, if that were even remotely possible, wouldn't the real risk be that China and India stop sending medicine altogether? They already started shipping half-empty freighters because the profit margins didn't make sense on other products. Get a real plan done first, genius. Otherwise, you're not lowering prices. You're spiraling the entire drug supply into chaos. But wait, there's more. Trump also claims he invented the word equalize. To pretend making something worse is somehow fairness. The real dictionary says equalize, to make things equal or level. First recorded use 400 years ago. Next week, Trump's going to invent walking and clouds. Then, still mid-rant, Trump starts talking about his billionaire donor friend who's, quote, very overweight.
A story, friend of mine who's a businessman, very, very, very top guy. Most of you would have heard of him. Highly neurotic, brilliant businessman, seriously overweight.
The heavy guy, he takes a shot every week. Later, in the same speech, all of a sudden he was on the pill. Whatever the pill is, I don't think the guy's pregnant. Other than him being a fat fuck, we still have no idea who this mystery friend even is. On immigration, Trump's rolling out the welcome mat for white South African refugees. Meanwhile, actual war refugees from Syria, Sudan, Haiti, still not good enough. Sorry you're fleeing violence, but have you considered not being brown? Honestly, we already let in one apartheid booster. And finally, remember when Trump said tariffs would solve everything? He said tariffs will bring back factory jobs, lower child care costs, subsidize American families, and promote world peace. Turns out 10% taxes on rubber ducks did not create utopia. Surprise, Trump just lifted most tariffs. The economy did not boom, the jobs haven't come back yet, families still get hammered on prices. The new tariff, it's just 30%. And now he's taking a victory lap for shutting down the crisis he created. But hey, we know that game by now, don't we? My wife made sure to order plenty of extra plastic balls for our ball pit. My golden doodle Betty loves it. But thanks to Trump tariffs, now Betty's biggest accomplishment will be bearing a $12 rubber ball like it's a pirate treasure. Hope she's saving the receipt. Serious. Trump is burning the rule book, grabbing whatever loot he can find and daring us to stop him. We're not laughing because it's funny. We're laughing because if we don't call it out, history is going to pretend this is normal. Subscribe, share, tell the truth louder than it can lie. The orange era isn't just stupid, it's dangerous. And if we don't document, someone else will rewrite it.